An old man sat by a crossroads where a simple wooden sign pointed in two directions. The dust of the road covered his clothes and his sandals. He was not sleeping, but his eyes were closed, his face turned toward the warmth of the sun. A traveler approached. He moved with a quick, impatient energy. His steps were fast and his eyes scanned the road ahead as if he could make his destination appear sooner by sheer will. He saw the old man and stopped.
"You there, old man! How long until I reach the next town?"
The old man opened his eyes. He looked at the traveler but did not look at the road. He simply said,
"Walk."
The traveler frowned. He thought the old man might be hard of hearing or perhaps his mind was not sharp. He spoke again, louder and slower.
"Maybe you did not hear me. I asked how many hours of walking it is to the next town."
Again, the old man gave the same answer. His voice was calm.
"Walk."
The traveler shook his head in frustration. He decided the old man was a fool, sitting in the sun and talking nonsense. Mumbling to himself about wasted time, the traveler turned and continued on his way. He walked with the same quick, hurried pace as before. After the traveler had gone about 50 paces down the road, the old man called out. His voice carried easily in the quiet air.
"You will reach the town in 1 hour."
The traveler stopped in his tracks. He turned around, confused and a little angry.
"Why did you not tell me that when I first asked? Why make me wait?"
The old man finally rose to his feet. He gestured toward the road the traveler had just walked.
"I needed to see your walk. I did not know if you walked fast or slow. Now I have seen your pace. Now I know. For you, the journey will take 1 hour."
The traveler stood for a moment, his irritation fading. He understood. The answer had always depended on him, not on the road. Without another word, he nodded to the old man, turned, and continued on his journey. All right, everyone, let's settle in and decode this tale. This story, The Measure of the Walk, is a small package with a very big idea inside. It's not really about directions or travel time. That's just the setup. The real core of this story is about observation, judgment, and the simple truth that good answers require good information. First, let's break down the psychology of our two characters. We have the traveler. He is a picture of modern urgency. He's goal-oriented, focused on the destination, and he wants a quick, easy answer. He represents that part in all of us that seeks shortcuts and immediate gratification. He doesn't want to understand the journey. He just wants to be done with it. When he doesn't get his answer right away, his first assumption is that the problem is with the old man. The old man must be deaf or foolish. This is a common psychological response. When our expectations are not met, we often blame the external source rather than considering that our question might be the problem. Then we have the old man. He is the embodiment of patience and wisdom. But notice, his wisdom isn't magical, it's deeply practical. He understands a fundamental principle: you cannot give a good answer without data. The question, how long will it take, is not a question about the road. It is a question about the traveler. The road is a fixed distance. The variable is the person walking it. The old man knows that an answer given too early is just a guess, and a guess presented as fact is not wisdom, it's negligence. He refuses to play that game. This leads us to the sociological angle. We live in a world that often values speed over accuracy. We want fast news, fast answers, and quick judgments. We size up people and situations in an instant based on very little information. This story is a critique of that mindset. The old man represents a more thoughtful, observant approach to life. He waits. He watches. He gathers evidence. Only then does he form a conclusion and offer his answer. In a society that is quick to judge, The true wisdom is to withhold judgment until you have something real to judge. The moment of revelation is powerful. The traveler's anger turns to understanding. He realizes the answer was not being withheld to annoy him, but to serve him better. The lesson is that true efficiency isn't about speed. It's about precision. Taking a moment to observe saved the traveler from getting a wrong estimate. If the old man had said 2 hours based on an average pace, our fast walker would have been needlessly worried or might have even changed his plans. A wrong answer, even given quickly, is a waste of everyone's time. A right answer, even after a short pause, is truly efficient. This applies to so much in our lives. Think about it. A doctor doesn't prescribe medicine before making a diagnosis. A teacher doesn't explain a complex concept without first understanding what the student already knows. A good friend doesn't give advice without first listening to the whole story. In every case, the professional, the wise person, takes the time to see the walk before they speak. They gather information. They observe. The story also teaches us about the nature of questions themselves. Not all questions are as simple as they seem. A question that appears to be about an external fact can often be a question about ourselves. How long will it take became, how do I walk? Can I achieve this goal as often, what are my skills and resources? Is this person right for me? Is really, what are my needs and values? The wise old man redirects the focus from the external, unchanging road back to the internal, variable individual. The power and responsibility always lie with the traveler. Here on DecodeTales, we love pulling apart stories like this because they are like little machines. They look simple on the outside, but inside they have all these moving parts working together to create a powerful point. This story is a manual for better thinking. It encourages us to be less like the impatient traveler in our own lives and more like the observant old man. To pause, to observe, to understand before we judge or speak. To measure the walk before we estimate the time. So, what did you think? Did you see another layer in this story that we missed? What was your take on the traveler's reaction? Let us know down in the comments section below. We love reading your thoughts and insights. If you enjoyed this breakdown of the measure of the walk, be sure to check out our other videos where we decode more tales from around the world. If you like what we're doing here, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. Thanks for watching.